I'm so outstanding. I'm so outstanding. I'm so outstanding. I'm so outstanding. I am the stars and the planets, and I am the one who began it. I am the first in commandment, and I am the last one standing. I am the land of enchantment. I am your brain expanded. I am the source of chanting. I am so outstanding. I'm so outstanding. I'm so outstanding. I'm so out. I'm so outstanding. I'm so outstanding. I'm so out. I'm so outstanding. I'm so outstanding. I'm so out. I am the source of chanting. I am so outstanding. I am a queen. I am the dream. I'm the supreme by any means. I am my team of nobodies, cause we a scene. We everything. We draped in green and also clean. The whiz is me. I control my feet. I am a queen. I am the dream. I'm the supreme by any means. I am my team of nobodies, cause we a scene. We everything. We draped in green and also clean. The whiz is me. I control my feet. I am the stars and the planets, and I am the one who began it. I am the first in commandment, and I am the last one standing. I am the land of enchantment. I am your brain expanded. I am the source of chanting. I am so outstanding. I'm so outstanding. I'm so outstanding. I'm so out. I'm so outstanding. I'm so outstanding. I'm so out. I'm so outstanding. I'm so outstanding. I'm so out. I am the source of chanting. I am so outstanding. I am a god. I am my light. I am my night. I am my squad. We are the smite. We the divine. I am my mob. We are the fight. We are the might. I am my rock. I'm hematite, balanced and aligned. I am my God. I am my light. I am my night. I am my squad. We are the smite. We the divine. I am my mob. We are the fight. We are the might. I am my rock. I'm hematite, balanced and aligned. I am the stars and the planets, and I am the one who began it. I am the first in commandment, and I am the last one standing. I am the land of enchantment. I am your brain expanded. I am the source of chanting. I am so outstanding. I'm so outstanding. I'm so outstanding. I'm so out. I'm so outstanding. I'm so outstanding. I'm so out. I'm so outstanding. I'm so outstanding. I'm so out. I am the source of chanting. I am so outstanding.
Greetings.
Peace, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Virgo Virgin Talk with Sunshine Monet L and
Danielle.
I gotta go put this started.
In. So today's episode, we're going to do.
I really love how I'm stepping into Virgo season with stomach issues. That's real nice.
Oh yeah. Maybe it's because of the Uranus retrograde approaching. You know, a lot of instability and uncertainty. Could be it. Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Undecisiveness too, wrong with the Virgo shit, procrastination. We got a lot going on, you guys. We're supposed to air this show on the 20th, so we're a few days behind, but you know, it wouldn't be like an earthly sign if we wasn't fashionably late.
On our own time.
Yeah.
Still on time though, I think.
Yeah, we're on time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel on time.
Yeah, because isn't today the official day of Virgo season?
Yeah. So we feel on time.
And also today we're airing our last episode as well, so you get the 2 for 1.
See?
Yeah.
On time.
About today being Virgo season. So yeah, Virgo stand up. Okay. Gang.
Today we're gonna start off talking about some constellations, different constellations. Some of them have some pretty interesting mythological stories.
Yeah, I found a lot of mythological stories or whatever. A lot of them just don't make no sense. And like, okay, yeah. So basically a majority of everybody got tossed into the sky. Basically, you know what I'm saying? They just got cast into the sky. Whether you were good, bad, whatever, ugly, you got tossed into the sky. We have 12 constellations that um, rotate, right? Monthly. And that's the same as your zodiac signs, right? Yeah.
So
So
what makes a constellation a zodiac constellation is the fact that it's along the path of the sun, and there's actually a few more zodiac constellations that the sun passes through, but we don't name them. We keep it to the 12.
yeah.
Humans
Yeah.
don't like change.
Yeah, they like to try to slide in occulus or whatever, occultus or whatever the hell. How I don't know how
Yeah,
to
because
say
the sun goes through that constellation, and there's another constellation after that, the Serpents constellation, that the
it.
sun goes through.
See,
Um,
they, I know they didn't want to put that on cocoa soup, whatever that was. They didn't want to put that one in because that changed up everybody's zodiac, majority wise. Like, I wouldn't have been a Virgo, I would have been a Libra.
hmm
You would have been a Libra. Like, nah, we not gonna change our zodiacs. Now, y'all not just gonna throw this extra tire in here and just make some changes. Like, we're not gonna do that.
it's actually quite a few constellations that get ignored. The Aquila constellation is another one. There's also one called Unukali or Kalhai, something like that. Those are
Mm-hmm.
all zodiac constellations. The sun goes through them, and
Mm-hmm.
we don't acknowledge them because we're
No,
boring.
no.
Because we're boring.
I mean, it's a lot of them though. Don't get me wrong. It's a whole lot of them, and some of them are just pretty darn out uh, wild
I'm
with
trying to
their.
like pull up a really good video because like I have the videos of the constellations and we could just look at it and talk about it. I think that would be cool. Let's see if we can get this up. But in the meanwhile, I would say like one of the constellations I found was Lacerda, which is the
The
lizard.
lizard. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you can see that in the northern hemisphere, which is where we are. That takes up about 201 square degrees. And if you look into the sky, it travels from the head of Cepheus to the foot of Perseus. Uh,
Interesting.
the video is in the middle of uploading, but it's almost there. So
Okay, so it's a few of them that I haven't heard of before, like the sextans, the sextant, and both Pecula, the little fox.
oh, the little fox. That one was interesting. I like the name. It's like a nice little Pokemon name to it, and that's fun.
Vulpix, yeah, that was one of my favorite little Pokemon. So I was like, wow, that was
That
really cute.
one, there's actually a celestial happening going on with this one, the fox, because the summer triangle has just aligned about a week or so ago, and that's the three stars: Deneb, Vega, and Altair. Those three stars are a part of Vulpecula, and the significance of those three stars is they're also a part of the Lyra constellation as well. And the Lyra, if anybody doesn't know, the whole story behind that was Orpheus made a Lyra, and it enchants the like the beasts and the crystals and the stones and the rocks and stuff. It's a nice little enchantment heart or whatever. And when he died, he was killed. When he was killed, and something happened. Don't let me lie to you. Something happened and he died, and his lyra went into the stars.
Yeah,
But it was made with a tortoise back and all that fun stuff. And then there's some stories that say that Mercury actually made the lyra, and we can get into that a little bit when we start talking about Mercury. But so those three stars are now activated, and with those three stars, they bring different energy, but ultimately leading up to intelligence, musical intelligence, and also doing away with like mediocrity type energy. So, because Vega is one of the brightest stars right now, and that's kind of like the tale of having two suns. Um, we're getting closer and closer to Vega. So, uh, yeah, that's the star. Like, look at me. Like, the Beyonce to Destiny's Child type energy, I guess. But they're
Yeah.
all sitting in that musical energy and intelligence because Mercury created the Lyra. Mercury is a very intelligent being. You get the story. All right, that's what I got.
Explain that. Because I couldn't find any um like no deep explanations on things. The stories were kind of, like Greek mythology, far fetched to tell, very
You're
weird.
going in and out.
Yeah, very weird. Punish people for no reason. Such as like and
You're
see what
going
the
in and
daughter
out.
of Sophia.
Your speaker is going in and out. Can you hear me?
Huh?
I,
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's doing that brr, 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 brr noise.
yeah, your voice is going out. Ah, that's corny.
Point for that shit.
Delphinus. That one is a cool story too. I feel like that's where dolphins came from, because they aliens.
Oh,
Um,
don't
yeah, Delphinus. I think that's how you pronounce it.
dolphins. Um, I know.
This one is visible in the late summer in the northern hemisphere, so we could probably start seeing it around now in the sky. Yay! I think this is it.
Yeah, it's quite a few of them. I know we always see Orion. Orion is damn near always um easily. I think it's the one of the most identifiable constellations because of the three stars that align on his belt. Um, I know the middle star, Betelgeuse, had already exploded like billions and billions of years ago.
Hmm.
But we still see the light from the star because at that speed of travel, you're just still seeing it. But it's already long gone, is what they say. And this
Oh,
20 years ago when I first found out that information.
you said it was like 20
So
years ago.
years we're still seeing the light from a sun that's no long that went out. Well,
Wait, you said we're
no,
not seeing the same moon?
huh?
You said we're not seeing the same moon?
Beetlejuice. And we are still seeing the light from it, even though it had already exploded billions of years ago. We still
Oh,
see a light source because the light is still traveling.
oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah. So I just kind of think of it as perspective, like as like sunrise to the sunset. It takes 8 minutes for us to see the sunrise. Um,
Mhm.
so you think of like yeah, that you're always seeing that shit. So I don't know where's the light travel to after you don't see it no more. Like how does it reach and then you just no longer will see it? What year would that be when we will no longer see that light?
What year you said?
Huh?
You said what year? You can't hear me either? This is so fun.
I was seeing um, Beetlejuice, which is the second brightest star in Orion's belt, has already exploded. We still see the light from it.
Yeah, I got that part.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
that's interesting. Interesting point.
And it was like it was one of them giant ass stars. It was like how many times larger is than our sun? It was huge.
That's really
I'm
so hard.
I'm sorry. Its age is 10 million years old. So still some million years ago it exploded.
Okay, okay.
It's 1,000 times larger than our sun. So we have like these supernovas like in these constellations. It's amazing though too. Because all these stars and shit, they're different sizes, but they all look the same size according to the or our telescope.
Right. I can't wait till our eyeballs change.
Okay, so it's 640 years light. It's 640 light years distance. So yeah, whenever it had exploded, we're still seeing the light from it, from the distance that it had to travel. Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Learn something new every day. I love you.
Yeah, yeah. Why are they saying it didn't blow up yet though? They said it blew up years ago. You see how NASA be changing shit? They be lying and shit. I be catching them in the fucking lie.
They they
First
just don't like to admit that they don't know shit. That's they just don't want to
this
admit
was
like,
6
hey,
years ago when I found out that information right in my science class. So you know what I'm saying? Now they lying talking about when it does explode. Oh, did it explode or not, bitch? You don't know. Stop lying.
they're not gonna
I'm
tell you they don't know. They're just gonna make up some shit.
um, and I think I found like most of the stars like interesting in these constellations because it gives the constellation more character. Um,
Hmm.
stars themselves, of course. Um, I was more interested in the name of the stars, background constellation, rather than constellation helping with solid mythological story.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Um, so we got a whole family right here. We have Cephas, Andromeda, and Cassiopeia. Um, the thing about them was, well, okay, so Cephas was the husband. He was
I
king.
really want to hold on because I can't hear you, and I really want to hear what you're about to say because I don't know the story.
Oh, okay.
Let me see.
It's because I have my charger in my phone. Is that better?
Let me see. Keep
Is that
talking.
better? No. Well, let me go out and come back in.
Okay. All right. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I'm thinking maybe when I plug in my phone and it starts acting up on my end.
All right. Cool. I'm trying to hear the story. What's the story?
Okay, yeah. So we got a family of constellations right here. We got Andromeda. We have which well, I'm gonna start with the daddy first. We got Cephas, which was a king, and Cassiopeia, she's the queen, and then Andromeda, it was their daughter. Now, Cassiopeia, she went walking around like a bad bitch, you know what I'm saying, to basically Poseidon, presenting herself and her daughter as more beautiful than the nymphs and shit like that. Poseidon ain't like that shit, so basically he punished her, um, and yeah, threw their asses up in the sky, turned their daughter into a ugly ass beast or whatever, threw her ass up in the sky. Um, this is crazy to me. Because you can't go walking around and shit and boasting down at these damn mermaid people talking about you more beautiful than them and shit. Because, you know, you got these guys, and you're immortal too. You got these guys who just do weird ass shit to you.
They're
And
very vain beings.
very, very vain. And then you got your daughter caught up in the mix. Like, she didn't ask for all that. She didn't ask to have that shit happen. But yeah, that's what happened to her. Now, as for Cephas, he was, of course, he was his daddy. Um, his constellation is named after uh Ethiopia. Okay, so when I look up what is Ethiopia, because it sounds a bit much like Ethiopia. So when you go to research Ethiopia, it says it's not modern Ethiopia. Okay, well, not modern Ethiopia. We know that. So what's it called? Ethiopia prior to them dropping the A and making the E, Ethiopia. Like, I mean, that's weird. But okay, so he was named after Ethiopia.
Colonization of the cosmos.
Right, right. And basically his story is it is said that Zeus placed him among the stars after his death because he was descended from the nymph Lo. So he was from the Lo folks or whatever, and Lo was one of Zeus's favorites.
Yeah, Zeus was raised by nymphs. That's why he a little wanderer now. I don't know how he ended up with Hera's crazy ass.
Hell, he crazy as hell too.
Man, you crazy.
He toxic as
They
hell
gotta put
too.
that shit in a telenovela. She was out here. They was just throwing niggas in the stars. Like, why are we just? Why is that the solution to everything?
Throw him in the sky.
Oh my god, fuck it.
and and then so also I wanted to know more like about other cultures' viewpoints on constellations other than the Greek and the Romans, you know what I'm saying? So I
Right.
traveled to Africa. I
Gang,
traveled to
gang.
Africa, and the Africans believe that the sky is a rocky dome, and the stars that we see are like the rays of light shining through from the sun, and the is holes in the rocky dome.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, well, you know what? I've never thought of it like that.
You just blew my fucking mind.
Yeah, that was amazing to me. I like that thought process. I
I like
like that way of
that.
thinking. And they didn't. And yeah, in fact, I can
That
send you the
sounds
link
real
to some.
valid.
Yeah, it sounds valid. Who ever thought about that? We didn't think about that like that
I like that. I like that a lot. That sits
because
right.
we are in agreement that we do say that the Earth does have a dome, right? And
Mm-hmm.
you can't just break through that. You can't just come in and come out when the fuck you want to.
Nope.
No. And with this electromagnetic field, it's like you gotta have shit protecting you from all these meteorites and shit and the comets and asteroids.
So it's another layer of Earth.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We inside of a crust.
Yeah, there's levels to this shit.
So there's water up there too.
Makes sense because that's why it rains.
So we not really all right. So so that comes back to your theory that the moon would have to be inside of our bubble. The moon and the sun gotta be inside of our bubble, and there's a little layer of crust on the outside of that. Hmm.
I dead ass believe that the moon and the sun is inside, is within the earth. It just don't make sense to me that you got like other planets that are hotter than us and they're further away
We gotta have
than the
like
sun.
floating islands in different places. Like there's, I know that there's floating islands in different places, but there gotta be places where like the land is just like a little bit higher. Like there's levels. Yeah, that's somewhere.
I mean, just like sis, like if you can go to like some islands, right, and swim underwater, and you can have a whole, and you can go underwater and swim and be under a whole underwater cave or whatever with no
Hmm.
water in it.
Right? Could you imagine how many pockets are like that and they're bigger?
Yeah. So as it is above, so below, right?
Yeah, that
Flip the
means
earth
there's
upside
octopuses up
down.
there too.
Mm-hmm.
I knew them niggas was aliens.
Yeah. Yeah. Think about it. Shit that's
I
going
like
on to
that.
whatever is like completely normal to them.
Dang. I fucks with us. Our culture always pulled through. That just I like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I
Okay.
thought that was pretty dope. I was like, you know what? That makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah. Is that
Because
like
think
the
about it.
asteroid belt? Because think about it, the asteroid belt been moving.
Right. Right. Maybe it's an asteroid dome that covers us or something.
Yeah, maybe we got rings.
Yeah. It's something.
Hmm.
But I just thought that was very interesting because I wanted to find the African like minded, in far as of astrology.
Right.
And they, like I said earlier to you when we was having our conversation, um, a lot of astronomers and stargazers they travel to Africa to to study the stars and stuff. It's because of this being the darkest continent in the world. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think they uh I think they stretch a lot when they say that shit. But yeah, there is a lot of deep dark areas where you can go to and you can just see just about everything in the sky, hun. Because of its certain positions, like especially in South Africa, like below the equator.
Okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try to pull up that website too, where I found that interesting. I'm gonna call it a fact
Yeah.
because I'm agreeing with it.
For real. So this, hold on. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but this bright ass star in the middle, this is Vega right here in the middle.
Is who?
Vega, that's the Vega star right
Vega?
here.
Okay.
Um, this is Delphinus right here, the dolphin John. Uh, Pegasus is right here. This is the horse, the body of the horse. Um, he's supposed to be coming out of the Aquarius water, which is down here. So this is like his tail, his legs. It's like
Mm-hmm.
one side of his body. It's weird. But then you have Aquarius. Aquarius look like she dropping it like it's hot on the line, but it's cool. Like these her arms going in the air. This her body. These her legs.
Oh.
Yeah, Aquarius look like she busting it on the
Yeah, they be
line.
twerking up there. I told you them goddesses be twerking.
Capricorn right here. Uh, the with the Pegasus. Oh, so Pegasus is big as shit. That's 1,121 square degrees. It's the seventh largest constellation.
Yeah, that is pretty
Um,
big.
yeah, the story with Pegasus. I don't even like these fucking stories no more. You just
Did
blew my
I
mind
know
with
they
our
threw his
culture
ass
shit.
in the sky.
Oh, yeah. This he was actually born out of Medusa's neck when Perseus killed Medusa. And then he went to serve Zeus as the carrier of Zeus's lightning bolts. Uh,
Make
yeah.
that make sense to me though.
This is Andromeda over here. That's
It
fun.
yeah. She's supposed to like be like a whale or some shit now. Make that make sense though. How the hell Medusa produced a fucking whole horse out of her neck after she was murdered and she was immortal?
It was a horse and a warrior that came on her neck. She was just birthing niggas.
Okay, so remember what I said about the snakes on her head, right? And what
Maybe it
snakes
was her
represent.
magic powers coming out of her.
And I said snakes represent rebirth,
Yeah,
change and stuff like that. But that's crazy.
yeah. They cut her powers out of her because when you think of Pegasus, that's like mystical energy and
Mhm.
yeah. So that one did have like a natal chart energy. It says gives energy of ambition, vanity, intuition, enthusiasm, and judgment. Has the energy of Mars and Mercury. Um, a leap of consciousness, spiritualism, and mystical. So you got like the mystical Pegasus. And get this, I was reading and it says we're actually in the age of Pegasus because Pegasus is actually before Pisces. They try to say we're in the age of Pisces right now. Or no, the age of Aquarius. We're going from
Aquarius,
Pisces.
yeah.
So they try to say we're in the age of Aquarius, but no, we're in the age of Pegasus right now. And they say we're going to be in the age of Pegasus till I got a couple different years,
Well,
but
why are they lying to say we're in the age of Aquarius? They've been saying that shit ever since the 70s, honey. I
I'm
used to hear
telling
that shit in the 70s, old school music.
yeah. Well, you
The
be in
age of
ages for a long time because ages is what constellation is at 0 degrees Aries, and because
mm-hmm.
constellation square degrees in the sky are really fucking big to Earth. So yeah, it could be in an age for like a thousand, like a long time, like thousands of years, real quick. But that's because they don't acknowledge all of the zodiac constellations. I was telling you, like, it's a lot of zodiac constellations that we be going through. And I don't know why we so stuck on just this 12. That's interesting. That's weird. I don't know. It's so much more. So many more stars. Like, what are we doing right now?
Yeah.
And they have really cool stories.
Yeah,
Like,
they are. Oh,
horses
okay.
coming
Here.
out of people's necks.
Yeah. Coming out the neck, like,
What if it
yeah.
was like spiritualism and warrior energy came out her throat chakra, but they worded it weird? I don't know.
Okay,
That's
now
what
you
I'm
say it in a
with it.
sense like that. Yeah, now I've seen it. Because, I'm just visual, right? I'm just imagining her neck being chopped out, then, oh, a baby and a warrior, a baby horse and a fucking warrior is coming out her neck.
I was imagining like
Oh,
magic
no.
powers. Like they stole her magic powers and materialized it into a horse slave, and that's cool. There's a baby in your neck.
Yeah. Like she had mono or some shit.
Oh, this is another story where Zeus was killing somebody. The constellation Aradenus. Oh, this is Cassiopeia right here too.
Yeah.
Cassiopeia is right here, and Lacerda is right there. Gang up in this thing. Um, but what is it? Aradenus is actually called the river. It's located in the southern hemisphere. Don't see it,
Do
but
you
it's cool.
see, where's Orion at on there?
Orion. Might be on the other side. Yeah.
Okay. If you could see Orion, you could find Orion. If you look east of it, you will find Mono Zero, which is the unicorn. That's a new one that I've never heard of.
What is it called?
Monoceros.
Hmm. Interesting. I don't know. I can't find it. They don't want it.
Okay.
Uh-huh. It's
I was
gonna
just
pop
saying
up.
because it's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, it's right. There's another one like directly like east of that. Like, okay, cool.
Who is it next to?
Right next to Orion. They have one called
Ursa Major is right here. That's the big bear. And Ursa Minor is right here. That's the little bear. Those are the bears that got thrown up in the stars. So one of the stories is it was Zeus's side chick and her son. And Hera was mad because she found out. So he put them in the stars.
yeah,
And then the
force.
other story was, and the Ursa Major is a big star because it has the Big Dipper. We call it the drinking gourd. It has the North Star, all that fun stuff. They say that in Native American, they say it was like three warriors chasing the bear. Um, all fun stuff. So those are the two. That's the Big Dipper right here, and a Little Dipper right there. And here go Draco in the middle. That's the dragon constellation right there, living his best life. This is Volpecula right here. Aratinus was another story. Zeus killed him. This was the river. Um, this is the second largest constellation in the sky. It's 1,138 square degrees. This represents the wild path that Phaethon, he wanted to ride his father's horse and carry his chariot. He had a fire
Mm-hmm.
chariot, so he was trying to ride it, but he didn't know how to drive it. So he started, because he was driving it out of control. He was creating a fire in the heavens and the earth. So Zeus killed him. He struck him down with a lightning bolt, and that's how he saved the day. But he killed
Oh,
Helios' kid.
that nigga. He just murked everybody, boy.
Anybody
He's
can
so
get these bolts.
well. At least they earned their way into the sky.
Right. They live to tell the tale.
Yeah, like nobody's going. Nobody's going to Hades at this point.
Pisces, Austrinus is also a dope constellation. We actually just finished experiencing the meteor shower from them. It contains Fomalhaut, which is the brightest star in the sky. It means southern fish in Latin. It's kind of small. It's only 245 square degrees. It's a part of the southern hemisphere, so we don't really get to see that constellation. But it is next to Aquarius and Capricorn, so it's kind of like in this area. If we would have zoomed in a little bit more, maybe we would have been able to see it or something. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, that's Pisces. Uh, so the story is as part of the Heavenly Waters family of constellations. The Syrian fertility goddess, a tar goddess, fell in love. fell in the Euphrates River and she was saved by a fish. And since she was saved by the fish, she put the fish in the constellations and she banned everybody from eating fish. The only people that could eat fish were priests, and they ate it every day.
What kind of fish she saved her?
I don't know what kind of fish is Pisces fish.
Yeah, exactly. It got scales on it too, so
It could
it's
be like
definitely not a
bass
catfish.
vibes. You said not catfish.
Might be a magic carp or some shit.
Like Scuttle and Little Mermaid.
Scuttle. Oh, Scuttle was the bird. Scuttle
Oh,
was the
it's
bird.
supposed to be shark. They don't look like shark. They look like koi fish. Oh yeah, it is koi fish. Okay, yeah,
A koi fish?
yeah. Zeke says koi fish. I just looked up the photo. It looked like koi fish.
Huh. Let's see. What kind of fish is Pisces? I never questioned that until now.
Right?
Yeah. Okay. So in early mythology, 2300 BC, on an Egyptian coffin lid, according to one Greek myth, Pisces. Why is it a Greek myth if it's on a freaking Egyptian coffin?
Because they colonized everything. I'm trying to tell you, this
They
Greek and
damn
Roman
sure
shit is
did.
a crap. It really say Greek and Roman on everything. Like y'all lie so hard.
Y'all fucking dusty. Like, y'all niggas so damn dusty.
So dusty.
Pisces represents the fish, sometimes represented by a shark, into which Aphrodite, also considered Venus, excuse
Oh,
me, and her son Eros, also considered Cupid, transformed in order to escape each monster typhon. So Pisces is Aphrodite and Cupid.
is it? That's corny.
They said Pisces represents the fish, sometimes represented by a shark, into which Aphrodite and her son Eros, also considered Cupid, transformed in order to escape the monster Typhon.
Oh, okay.
The zodiac symbol Pisces, yeah, is two fish.
If that's the story they going with, whatever.
The sign ruler is Jupiter and Neptune. So maybe, yeah, okay. Okay.
I'm gonna fact check that Google account.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Pisces is the water sign, it is the last constellation of the zodiac. It is symbolized by two fish swimming in opposite directions, represent constant division of Pisces' attention between fantasy and reality. Oh, they got that one right though. Oh, without a doubt.
That's they are equal opposite Pisces.
It's like the other side of a Gemini or something. Maybe.
Hmm.
Well, uh, kind of, but
Yeah. Both sides of Gemini is well, both sides of that is crazy too. I don't know. You crazy.
yeah, fantasy and reality. Pisces' attention between fantasy and reality.
Who else I got up here?
They still didn't tell me what kind of fish they were.
Excuse me.
I would say it's one of them pretty little Japanese fish, you know what I'm saying? The ones that be in the restaurant that they have
Koi
them big
fish.
ass. The
Yeah.
koi. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I never knew that's what they were called. They're so cute. I like them.
So Draco right here is supposedly he coils around the North Pole. So this somewhere up here is the theoretical North Pole of our Skyview,
Mm-hmm.
and he's 1,083 square degrees. He goes from Aries to Sagittarius. Zodiac energy. So if they were to put the little zodiac wheel here, he all up in theirs. Um, he contains 18 fixed stars. Stars have the energy of Saturn and Mars, which are artistic, emotional, and analytical. When a comet is here, poison is scattered all over the world. So be mindful of that. It has
Okay.
80 stars. It's the guardian of the star that never moves. So it circles around the North Star that everybody follows. Um, it contains the Spindle Galaxy, Cat's Eye Nebula, Draco Dwarf Galaxy, and Tadpole Galaxy, and a few other galaxies, but they're dim. And it's about 15 million light years from Earth. That's fun.
15 million light years.
50.
50 mil. Well, shit.
Yeah. Never gonna get there.
Never. You ain't never gonna get there.
If they
Ain't
drop some
never gonna get
aliens
there.
off here, they're
You
never
just
coming
go.
back to get you guys. You got stuck here.
I can't even see my spirit going there right now in my mind. Like that's that. Like oh my god, that's
That's where the
traveling.
Draconians came from. So they're like, they're just never gonna go back home. They're like far as shit.
Mm. And we have our Aquarius constellation between Capricornus and Pisces. Mm. Aquarius is one of the oldest of the recognized constellations along the zodiac. Tell me some interesting facts, you guys. The water bearer. Mm-hmm. Okay, so um Aquarius is identified as the Great One in the Babylonian star catalog, so represents the god of, is it A or Ea? It's just EA.
Ah,
I the god I himself, who was commonly depicted holding the overflowing vase. The Babylonian star figure appears on the entitlement stones and cylinder seals from the second millennium. It is contained the winter solstice in the early Bronze Age. In Old Babylonian astronomy, I was the ruler of the southernmost quarter of the sun's path. The way of I, corresponding to the period of 45 days on either side of winter solstice. Aquarius was also associated with the destructive floods that the Babylonians regularly experienced and thus was negatively connoted. Um, in ancient Egypt astronomy, Aquarius was associated with the annual flood of the Nile. The banks were said to flood when Aquarius puts his jar into the river beginning spring. Hmm. In the Greek tradition, the constellation came to be represented simply as a single vase from which stream poured down to Pisces Astrinus, the name in which the Hindu zodiac is likewise Kumbha, water pitcher. Aquarius is sometimes associated with, fuck is up with these names, boy.
yeah,
Deucalion, the son of Prometheus, who built a ship with his wife Hera to survive an imminent flood. Sounds like Moses.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not sorry, not Moses.
Noah,
Noah.
the homie Noah.
Yeah, the homie Noah. I said Moses. Why am I thinking about Moses?
I know who you meant.
Yeah. And they sailed for 9 days before washing ashore on Mount Parnassus. Aquarius is also sometimes identified with beautiful Ganymede, a youth in Greek mythology and the son of Trojan king Tros, who was taken to Mount Olympus by Zeus to act as a cup carrier to the gods. That has to be a sucky ass job, boy.
Yeah. Cup carrier.
Man, can you imagine how big them cups is?
They're all heavy.
Them
I'm
fucking goblets. Oh,
kidding.
giant goblets. And God knows what the fuck they drinking. Hell, they
I'm
probably would drink like bull pee or some shit.
I'm, I'm spilling it everywhere. I'm not the one to carry a fire cup. You don't want that.
Neighboring Aquila, representing the eagle under Zeus. How now? Where the fuck does eagle come from? Oh, it's a lizard right there. Some versions of the myth indicate that the eagle was in fact Zeus transformed. So, huh?
That's them trying to steal our souls and our owl and shit. Fuck them.
Yeah.
They just like you see how goofy that was. Y'all really just pulled that eagle out y'all ass.
Ganymede's kidnapping by the goddess of dawn, Eos, motivated her by affection for young men. Okay, so she's a pedophile. Zeus then stole him from Eros and employed him as a cupbearer. Yet another figure associated with the war bearer is Cecrops the first, a king of Athens who sacrificed water instead of wine to the gods. And this is Constellation Aquarius. So white people in a diaper.
That's usually what most of them look like. They grown ass men in diapers, grown ass white dudes.
Yeah,
I find that ironic.
I find that very ironic.
Niggas ain't had bathrooms. Why y'all had diapers on? That was so trifling.
They have whole pool areas with hot tub spas, but they like to sit around and together amongst each other and shit.
Well, they wasn't too sanitary. They still not. They don't tell them.
Yeah, I don't know where they shit it at because I don't think they came up with the rule just quite yet.
They be trying to copy our shit. They still trying. They still not doing a good job. This whole water system is disgusting.
Oh yeah, because they didn't have it like just flowing freely through the city, like openly, like you like that.
They
Yeah, they
just
didn't
put
have.
chemicals in it. And they said the chemicals they pour in the water make it clean. And that is not what make it clean. It's clean now. Like, bro, these niggas are dumb, bro. How we let the dumbest motherfuckers out here control shit is beyond me. These niggas is dirty. Jesus
Because
Christ. They're gonna kill us all.
we're gonna recycle the dirty ass water, pour chemical in it, then we're gonna bottle the water. We're gonna bottle the shit water.
It's clean.
Long as it's clear, it's clean, right?
Hmm. They just bleach the dirt.
The water is brown as fuck like this damn lake out here.
Terrible.
The Aries constellation. Aries we know as the ram, of course, in our zodiac as well. It has a star named Kamal. Hmm. Where's my bets now? Come on, let's not play. 'Cause I didn't do Aries, but I was like, since we're on the road with our zodiac, let's keep it moving.
I'm trying to go into a
Okay.
journey to jump. Now that made me want to jump into the sky even more. I said that shit, bro. I said that. Did I say that in the beginning of this? Like, yo, I'm trying to
Yeah.
go to Antarctica and jump into the sky.
Yeah.
My mind's still blown off of the theory you just gave. I'm over here thinking of shit. Like,
Yeah.
you really could just like go into the sky, like. And for some reason, my spirit is like Antarctica, man. That's the key. That's why don't nobody ever go there. Like whoever questioned it is one dude from Africa that traveled to Antarctica mad time. Nobody has any of his studies. Where his studies at? Won't know. Now I gotta go.
Somebody died on the way there, like recently, like a couple years ago.
They probably saw some shit and was like, "Dang, this how you jump into the sky right here, cuz the planets aren't true the way they say it is. The planets is extra layers of outside of Earth."
God, it's getting ratchet out here.
Ooh, on a Monday? Ooh,
Yeah, sis, did you hear it?
uh-uh, missed it.
Them niggas back there hollering, huh? Oh my gosh. They're ghetto over here on the north side too.
There's no space exempted from the ghetto. It's very ghetto here.
It's ghetto everywhere.
It's ghetto.
You can't escape it.
No, I'm trying my best though. I got a plan.
Oh yeah, yeah. Unless you go create your own, way out there where you're going. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Before the ghetto turns into zombies.
You know what, sis? You have people go through damn rites of passage and shit in order to come on your land.
Absolutely, because people assume that I like them, and I think it's because I'm nice. I don't like a lot of people. I
Yeah,
tolerate them,
yeah.
and it's I tolerate you until you give me a reason that I don't have to tolerate you for, and I be like, "Whew, thank you, Jesus. I thought this was gonna be around for a long time."
Yeah,
Like,
right?
yeah, oh, absolutely. I don't got time. I don't got time for the no time.
Woo,
I invested in my peace. You're not allowed to disturb it.
that'll do it. You ain't
That'll
got to
do
worry
it.
about me, huh? You ain't got to worry about me.
Surely do not. I like exiling. I feel like exiling should definitely be. It's definitely something that's happening. Everybody is an at will tenant.
Yeah, exile, excommunication, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
All of that. We Jehovah Witnesses around here, cuz gang up in this thing.
Yeah. Okay. So with the Aries constellation, I finally got back to my little though. Okay. So its major stars are the Alpha, Beta, and Gamma Aratus. They are the three brightest stars within the Aries constellation. The brightest and the red giant star, Alpha Aratus, also known as Hamal. Why y'all just didn't call him Hamal in the first place? You see,
We
Hamal was
already
probably a black
did.
person's name. It was like, we're gonna name him some
That
other
sounds
shit.
real Arabic.
Yeah, Arabic or something, Yeah. Yeah. Persian or
All
some
the
shit.
colonizations of things, I feel like all that happened around
Yeah.
1492.
So
I feel like all
Hamal
of
is
that shit happened to
brightest.
1492. Because ain't shit, you don't hear shit from them until then. Well, a little bit in the beginning with the Aryans and the Visigoths.
Hamal is a red giant located about 75 light years away from us.
Ooh. 75, that's it?
Yeah, I was like, that's mad close.
Yeah, that's close.
I mean, like, this is the
Well,
sun away
too
from
close
us.
for my comfort.
I mean, it's closer than it's closer than Betelgeuse, which is 674 light years away. Um, Aries is a relatively dim constellation, possessing only four bright stars. It has stars with planets six. Hmm. Let's look up the history and the mythology of Aries. It was originally defined in ancient texts as a specific pattern of stars and has remained a constellation since ancient times. Now it includes the ancient pattern as well as surrounding stars. The description of the Babylonian zodiac. God damn it. Do we not like Babylon or do we like Babylon? I just be confused. Y'all take up a lot of Babylonian damn history and shit for some motherfuckers who like the fall of that empire.
Because that was us. First, watching it like it's hot. They whitewashed the Babylonians.
Yeah, yeah. Given the clay tablets known as Mulapan in child, I know I fucked up that whatever the hell that word Mulapan.
It's Ziploc bags. What happened?
The final station along the elliptic.
Lies. They didn't have my healing. Jesus.
Sorry.
Modern day Aries known as girl, I don't know what the hell. Then they put it like dictionary, like to try to make you pronounce it. You know how like the dictionary try to show
Oh,
you how to sound out the word. Firstly, the only reason I know how to sound out this word because it's not by looking at that text that you gave me. Okay.
don't touch it. Huh? Don't touch it. He told me to. Oh.
Although likely compiled in the 12th or 11th century BC, the Mul-Apen reflects a tradition which marks the Pleiades as the vernal equinox, which was the case to some precision in the beginning of the Middle Bronze Age. The Pleiades is marks as a vernal equinox. Now we know what the vernal equinox is, right? That's beginning of the actual new year, right? The actual spring, right?
Yeah.
Um,
That's Aries. That's zero.
yeah. The earliest identifiable reference to Aries as a distant constellation comes from the boundary stones that date from 1350 to 1000 BC. On several boundary stones, a zodiacal ram figure is distinct from the other characters present. The shift in identification from the constellation as an agrarian worker to like the ram likely occurred later in Babylonian tradition because of its growing occasion with the Dumuzi the shepherd. Okay, that sounds very ethnic. Who's Dumuzi the shepherd? The Mesopotamian god associated with the shepherds who was the first and primary consort of the goddesses Inanna, known as Ishtar. Here we go. I told you it sounded ethnic. Now we're getting somewhere with this.
Colonization.
In Sumerian mythology, Dumunzid's sister was Geshtinana, the goddess of agriculture, fertility, and dream interpretation. Where's Urik? Where's that at? Euphrates River. Okay, so yeah, that's all right there in Africa.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
That's what was it Eridanus? That's supposed to be Euphrates River. But then they turned it into the Po River of Italy. And then they turned it into a fucking Greek Roman mythology story.
It's right here, sis. It's all Africa right there. That little piece that they think is separate from the quote unquote Middle East, which how you gonna have a middle and an east? All that is Africa right there, and it stretches on to all of that.
Told you, colonization of the cosmos. Colonize the continents and the cosmos simultaneously.
Yeah, they did that.
They did. Our math, science, and arts, they took all of it. Oh, stinking asses. All right. That's really all I have for constellations.
Yeah.
I've reached the end of my rope with them.
Yeah, I think constellation was just fun to look at because of their mythological stories behind them. I didn't really get like a lesson too much behind them or whatever.
I like the
Um,
shapes. The shapes were interesting. I like more so like learning about the kind of stars and galaxies
yeah,
and nebulas that made up the constellations. That was more interesting to me. I feel
yeah.
like I do that forever.
So yeah, I mean, the main basis of like constellations, they were useful, you know, into assisting, you know, astronomers and navigators to locate like where certain stars were. That was the whole point of them. And also used to create a track of the calendar so they know when to plant and harvest their crops, basically.
Yeah, and then
Mm-hmm.
like they use a lot of the constellations for when to take over other people's empires,
Mm-hmm.
to start businesses and close things and sign contracts and stuff. They will go
Mm-hmm.
by what was happening in the cosmos. That's fun.
Yeah. Because sometimes comments take a little too long to come by to make them decisions. I did find an interesting shape. If you would like the shapes of the the constellations, the Kraken is an interesting one. If you look up the Kraken constellation, that's a pretty dope constellation. Krken, which used to be a creature that actually existed, the giant squid,
The octopus.
either a squid or octopus. Yeah.
Citus. It has a lot of Arabic names, the Neb. So some of these were part of the Scorpio constellation.
Well, I'm
Huh.
surprised they have a lot of Arabic names with it because the Vikings and shit. The Kraken comes from the Vikings mythology, or Norwegian mythology or whatever.
I see, I see. Well, this is Virgo right here.
I'm sorry, that's spelled Kraken wrong. Krakken. I'm sorry, there's three K's like KKK. Well, they have it spelled different in different ways. That's what the constellation looks like. That's pretty dope. It's cute.
Where? Which one? I'm making a peanut butter and jelly. Okay. Hey, walking over here. I can't see it. Oh, that one. Okay. Little baby. They don't want the Kraken to win. That's corny. It's cool though. Satus. I guess we can get into Mercury real quick. Um, I don't know what just happened. Oh, there we go. Boom.
Because even the ancients could see how swift and fleeting it is in the sky. But it wasn't until recently that scientists began unraveling Mercury's many mysteries. Mercury is the smallest planet in our solar system. Its diameter currently measures just over 3,000 miles, about the size of the continental United States. Like Earth,
That was fun.
I didn't hear anything.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
So dusty.
it's okay. It's
Those-
always something. Maybe because I had just came back in. But
those
we're
parts
on
was,
Mercury, right? We're moving forward to Mercury, one of
yeah.
our favorite planets. We've been waiting so long to get to old Mercury. We're finally here. We have landed. Um,
Very excited to be here. Mercury, gang off in this thing.
yes, 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 indeed, yes, indeed.
It is the
Um,
closest planet to the sun because we hot. I like to be hot. I can't wait to get to Southern America so I can be hot. I heard that it still snows in the part of Arizona that I'm gonna be at, so I'm like, nah, I need some South American land because I need to be hot all year round. Cause can't do the cold. I
yeah,
like
it
to
get dead ass cold in that desert, sis. Yeah, it'd be like below. It'd be like below freezing
I
in
hear it.
Arizona.
I hear great stories.
Yeah, Colorado too, and all that shit. They'd be like super hot, you know. Yeah, and they fall cold at nighttime as well. Yeah, they be very. The temperature drops drastically during the nighttime. But
Mm,
you'll be all right. You'll be all
yeah,
right out there.
I like to be indoors at nighttime anyway. I don't want to be outside. See, the goal is to not live above my means. I already purchased the land, get some solar panels. I ain't got to worry about utility bills.
Hell
So
yeah.
now I can afford to just hibernate and chill and live off my business. I could have a terrible year. Would it matter? I'm chilling.
Living free off the land.
Grow my own food. I even got loofah seeds. I'm be growing my own sponges out there, cuz.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
So they have to constantly like stay in water, right?
Nah, it's a tree. You grow it, and it just the loofah grows off the tree,
The
like
loop
like
grows off a tree.
beehives.
I thought it came
Yeah,
straight from the ocean.
that's what I thought. Then I seed it, and I was like, ooh. And then I went online and I found the seeds. Grow me some loofahs.
I did not know that.
I learned about it was this guy that he has like a whole forest on his land in Arizona, and he was going over the different seeds, and I was just writing them down, like ice cream bean seeds. They just open up the bean pod and eat it, and it tastes like ice cream. I'm like, oh
Oh, I've
shit,
seen that
I'm
seed
growing
before.
that.
I've seen that seed. It don't
Yeah,
actually taste like ice cream, but they just
is it
say
good?
that.
It
They
don't
say
gotta
it's
taste like
supposed to
ice
taste
cream.
like chocolate or something like that or whatever, like a
That
chocolate.
sounds good. I got some chocolate bean seeds too, though.
Mm-hmm.
I got chocolate. I got coffee. I'm growing everything. Like I don't want to go to the store. I don't want to talk to nobody.
Right. Hell yeah, I feel you on that.
I am the store.
The less you're around people, the less aggravated you will be. The more at peace you will be.
I look forward to it.
I'm
I'm
dead
being
ass
around
serious.
people on my terms.
Yeah. I'm like, I want to live out in the country. I'm like, you know what? I want to buy some land in the country. I want to live out there in the country with all this grass or wooded area away from people. And if I want to goddamn go see people, I'll go to the local Walmart. I can see just about anything there. Ratchet this, get all my entertainment in Walmart. One stop
Oh
shop
yeah,
where I feel like it that day.
Walmart is entertaining too. V, can you get that? Oh, it's the twins.
Yes. So getting into Mercury, um, I found out that it plays a C sharp on the music scale. Hmm.
Mercury did what on the music scale?
Plays a C sharp.
Ah,
Yeah, you got me looking into how it sounds on the music scale, sis.
all right.
It is the smallest and the fastest planet.
The small things are faster.
Material energy can be good or bad, but energizing. Mercury. come to move forward from one thing to the next and to get answers on the physical and psychological level. Mercury is the planet of memory, intellect, interpretation, and education, and it commands us to speak. Mercury's domains are communication, intellect, and awareness, and are logic and reasoning. That's why we overthink a lot of shit. They call us overthinkers, but we really analyzing a whole lot of shit.
Overthinking it, overanalyzing. I'm always. I live in my head. I live in a whole different world in my head.
Yeah, I've made it this far from my reasoning and my logic. Believe it or not.
Mercury is shrinking. Did you hear about
that? There's literally brilliance to my madness.
Mercury is shrinking. It's getting smaller.
It's getting even smaller?
Yeah.
How does it shrink?
I don't know. I guess because it's so close to the sun and because its surface is a lot of gas, and that's also comes from the mutable energy of Mercury, is the fact that it is the planet that goes from metallic, solid earth to gas, to liquid to gas. So it's the planet that does all three. So I guess from it being so close to the sun, it's it's boiling and it's evaporating, little by little.
Oh. So its metals and shit are evaporating and shit, and that's why it's getting smaller. Like, okay. It makes sense to me.
In 2012, a meteorite from Mercury was found in Morocco. Interesting fact.
Wow, how the hell did it get there? Damn.
I have no idea. It did not say. It didn't go.
What did it look like? Do they have a picture of it?
It Mercury's was like meteorite. Hold on, let's see.
While we look for that, of course we know Mercury it rules over Gemini and Virgo. That's why Geminis are very communicators. That's why they think that Geminis and Virgos make great friends, because of the communication abilities and the logical skills and shit. Yeah, I would get that to them. Mm-hmm.
I communicate well. I just don't have tolerance for stuff. And I think that's the part that makes me not a good friend. I don't like to tolerate shit that I don't want to tolerate. Okay, here go the meteorite. But I don't know. I'm a Leo rising. I'll be loyal.
Okay.
I'm guessing that's like a little dice. A little dice. A hail of Martian meteorites crashed the Earth. It happened in July. It fell on the Moroccan desert and recovered a few months later. The rocks are a real tree. Blah, 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 blah. The last time it happened was 1962. They're selling for a real high price, 10 times the price of gold.
They say it was Martian meteorite?
Yeah, that's what they keep calling it.
So it was from Mars?
That's what Martian mean, right? Why would they say it was from Mercury if they're calling it Martian?
Yeah, because I'm not seeing I'm not Martian, Mercury.
It says Mars.
Yeah, Martian is Mars, because then Marvin the Martian come from Mars?
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Oh, so like they just be falling to Morocco. Morocco just be catching all of the meteorites. Oh, ours look better. Gang, gang.
Okay.
Hey, see that the rock was boring looking.
It looks like a mini planet right there, sis.
You see the little leaf veins?
Yeah, I actually see it looks like to me like an oceanside view.
gold. I'm getting.
Yeah, I'm like, it look like an oceanside view for real.
That's pretty. Yeah, I guess they Morocco just be catching them. This one was in 2012.
No.
35 of them fell.
That look pretty nice. That look pretty dope. It's got
I
green.
look better than Mars. Yeah, it's all fancy. Like it looked like a Pentacles card.
Yeah.
Oh, Pentacles. I like this. I like this a lot. This looks very Mercurian. I'm here for it. And it's also nice to know that even our rocks are bougie because that Martian rock was kind of like, is it cold? We don't know.
It looked like a piece of, I mean, I was going to say it kind of looks like pyrite, except pyrite looked prettier than that.
Yeah. See, we got a nice little jade, little fancy.
Yeah, you got some jade and shit. Like I said, it looked like an oceanside view, you know what I'm saying? From a distance a little bit.
I like that. I see the sand.
Oh, here's another picture of it, sis. It looks like a map. Like a map of the land.
It does. It looked like a fossil. It looked like a map. I do see the map vibes going.
Yeah, it has like
a lot going on here.
Yeah.
I bet you if one of us touched it, we would be able to like feel all the vibe, all the knowledge of the stone.
Right.
I want one.
Yeah, how much they selling them for?
I gotta go to Morocco and get me a meteorite.
Hell yeah, it's so damn popular in Morocco that they're catching all these meteorites and shit. Why is that?
Because they're probably near the floating islands.
Here's another one right here. Let me see if I can turn the camera to the side. Oh, here we go. Here's a good view of it.
Oh, that's nice. There's so much going on. Like that looks like hieroglyphs. Like I can see like little pictures in there.
Oh, it does.
That is fly as shit. I want one. Give me.
What is the green? I wonder what the green is.
Green. I don't know.
It looks like some type of life form is or some type of bacteria have formed up on it or something.
Yeah, when I was looking at it, it looked like a leaf fossil. Like it had like imprints on it. But then it looked like scales. And now I just want one.
It does look like the little veins in the leaves. Yeah. Wow. And then here's another one that's like green and blue. That looks very aquatic to me.
Yeah. Right. Like Mercury is supposed to be the closest planet to the sun, but it got green stones.
It got green stones and shit. Like, what is the green on the, like, yeah.
Mercury does have water, but the water is under a layer of ice. So there's probably ice. There's probably ice on Earth. Like we're probably under a layer of ice. Like it's like a defense mechanism of the sun or something. I don't know. But yeah, they do got ice on them. They have the deepest. Mercury has the biggest crater, the Bissum, something crazy. One day on Mercury is 59 Earth days. That sound balling because we don't sleep.
Yeah.
We be up. We be all night. But it's weird math to me because 1 year on Mercury is 88 Earth days. I My math wasn't mathing. My brain
The
broke.
math wasn't mathing with that. So one day on Mercury is 88 Earth days. So that ain't even got hours. Well, you got to add how many hours that is. So okay, there's 24 hours in a day on Earth, right?
Yeah.
So times that by 88, that's how many hours you got. They could have just broken down like that. That's how many hours in a damn Mercury day. Where's my child's calculator on her phone?
Mm.
I'm about to do that math right now, actually. If I can find the calculator. Okay, so there's 88 days. There's 88 Earth days, one Mercury day, 24 hours in a day. You got 2,100. Hold on, is that right? Yeah, 2,112 hours in a Mercurian day.
212 hours in a week. Okay, okay, okay.
2,112.
So it moves fast, but it spins slow. I see where we're going with this. All right.
I guess it rotates so quickly, you know what I'm saying, because it's so small.
No, it rotates slowly because one day on Mercury is 59 Earth days, but it rotates quickly around the sun because a year on Mercury is 88 Earth days.
A year's 88 Earth days.
Yeah, but a day is 59 Earth days. So it spins slow as shit.
It spins slow as shit, but it orbits the sun quickly
Yeah.
because it's so small. So it doesn't take a long time for it to make its orbit.
Oh, it's quick. It's flash. That gives off the Hermes energy. You know, Hermes was Nike. Just do it. That was the
Yeah.
messenger.
Yeah.
In our culture is Elegua or Eshwa.
Yeah.
Um, the god of the crossroads, being able to go between the living and the dead. You know,
Yeah.
when we got colonized, it turned into Hermes and Mercury. In Germany is Odin. In Hindu is Buddha. In the Mayan culture is four owls that are messengers to the underworld. And to the Asians, it's the water star.
Oh, interesting. The water star.
Yeah, I found that interesting. That was pretty cool. Like, ah,
Uh,
Mercury so dope. We so dope. Gang, gang. I love being
hmm.
a Mercurian.
Okay. So being a Mercurian means is to be quick wit and quick thinking.
Yeah.
Opinions and this ability to rationalize things is also implores us to express ourselves often.
My Mercury is even in Virgo.
Yeah, yeah, your Mercury definitely is in Virgo. I forgot what the hell my Mercury was in.
I love to think, and I thunk it when I think it and thunk it. My Venus is in Virgo. It makes me feel good when I think, when I thunk my.
Where's my? I got some paper. In fact, I got my chart, my paperwork, my worksheets.
My Sun is in Virgo. My Moon is in Virgo.
Here we go.
Mercury and Venus in Virgo. My Mars is in Gemini. Gemini just entered. I mean Gemini. Mars just entered Gemini, and is about to be in Gemini for a long time. Gang, gang.
Okay,
Mars is
I
in
have my
Gemini.
handy dandy
My Vesta's in Gemini.
workbook.
Notebook.
All right.
Yay!
So my Mercury is in Virgo.
Oh yay!
Yeah,
We got a
yeah.
lot of planets aligned. That's
Mm-hmm.
fun.
My Mars in Capricorn. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay.
Mm-hmm. So with my okay. Yeah, I took out time to fill this thing on out, honey. I was like, yes, this
Cool.
is very helpful to me. I don't have to go searching for it too far. One thing that was different though, one thing that was I discovered new was my Lilith was in Cancer though. Remember I said my Lilith was like in a what was it, Aries or Gemini at first or whatever, but it's in Cancer. I wonder how that changed up though,
I don't know.
according to the app.
Oh, certain apps be having certain degrees. They be using
Mm-hmm.
different rulers. That's
Mm-hmm.
the only thing.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, indeed. Yep, my Mercury is in Virgo. Rules are the decision making and how one communicates, teaches, and learns.
The thing about it is people can't lie to me, and I don't like when people lie to me because I could tell. I can
Oh
see
yeah.
things before it happens. I'm very
Oh yes.
smart.
You
School
want
was
to know my
very
Mercurian superpowers is?
Hmm.
Or is it a Mercurian superpower? A way of me thinking about shit or analyzing stuff. I can really pretty much feel like the energy of something from a distance. Let's say it's a particular place or a particular event that's going to happen somewhat in the near future or whatever. Somehow I can pick up the vibes of that future
I can do
and be
that
like,
too.
I don't think I want to go to that.
Hmm.
And if I go, I know it's going to be a reason why. See, this is why I didn't want to go.
Yeah.
I already know it's going to be some bullshit.
I do that too. I do that a
Mhm.
lot. And sometimes like your dreams kind of like exhibit what's going on in your mind. Like I'll
Yeah.
dream it even harder and be like, I'm not going. I'm not going to do that. But that's also what helps me do my readings is the fact that I embrace that I can do that.
Mhm.
So when people tell me their names and stuff, I don't even need to do the whole cosmic natal chart shit. I just do that for the people that need to hear it. But I already
Yeah.
feel your energy. Like I already know, like, oh, I feel this. Like I remember one time somebody gave me their phone number and I could just feel like and it was weird. That was like the first time I ever like acknowledged it from like that far of a distance.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I already know this isn't gonna go well.
I know where this is going to go.
Right. Never bothered to use the number. I was like, no, I'm good on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely is a Mercurian superpower. It's like being so over analytical, you kind of exit the physical realm with the analysis. It's also like in your spirit. It's
Yeah.
also your like aura.
Yeah. I exit the physical realm quite a lot of times. And when you say you live in your head, like literally, it just is really like in my head to how I go about doing that. But I mean, you're spiritually, that's in your head too. So,
Yeah.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As for God.
Yes, indeed. So, yeah, I just thought I'd share my superpower that we
I like
both
that
have in common.
superpower. I don't
um,
think it's a superpower. It makes all my senses kind of overanalyze. Like I can smell people's energies. Like my nose can like pick out different stuff. Like
hmm.
it's so weird. Um, it's usually when somebody's trying to do something against me that I can smell it. Like it's like I said, smell this. Like
Smell like shit.
dog food, bro. Like what's happening? But
Yeah, that's pretty
it's
dope.
yeah, that's another one. Having a Venus in Virgo is very single like because like I'm easily turned off. Like it doesn't take much to turn me off at all.
Mm-hmm.
And that's on everything. That's not just romantic partners. That's tasks. That's hobbies, a television show, a movie, an event. It doesn't take much for me to be like, all right, I'm good off this.
My Venus is in Scorpio, but I feel exactly what you're saying though. Because that's how I be. Something that I
Man,
feel like
you got a good one. You got a Venus and Scorpio. My shit in Robot Land. That sounds fun.
I feel like, well, if I don't want to do it, I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna just take my time in doing it when I feel
Oh
like
yeah, that's
doing
definitely a Scorpio energy.
it. But I feel like it's gonna be just too much for me at the moment. I'm just not gonna jump right into it. As much as I want to, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not gonna do it then.
Respect.
Yeah. So here's the big thing about Mercury. Now, you know, everyone knows about the retrograde. Everybody has heard. If they haven't heard of any other retrograde, which we have others, Mercury is the infamous one. And a lot of people, when they stated the Mercury retrograde, people really don't know what the Mercurian retrograde is.
Actually,
So we're going to visit that. Um, so when Mercury goes through a retrograde, it is the appearance of Mercury moving backwards. Okay. Which I can understand that because it's moving, it's orbiting fast, but it's
rotating slow.
rotating slow. So then I guess you put that together, you get a backward effect. I guess.
Yeah.
And it that really means that your communication will be challenged. Just think about everything like regressing and reverting. And really, I think when it's not only just technology, you know, like computers and shit like that, when that goes down and start acting funny. Um, but also like I think our throat chakra it has an intermittence in communication.
Mm-hmm.
Since the Mercury is associated with the throat chakra, look at me looking like I know what I'm talking about.
No.
when we're having that Mercurian retrograde, yeah, we got to find better ways of communicating. A lot of tensions are high then. Um, I can say for me, I don't even without notice. It's not like I'll be looking forward to a Mercurian retrograde and I know when it's coming. It just happens to already be present, or the energy is already being
It's already present.
is
Our
already present.
podcast
Yeah.
been going in and out this whole time. It's already here.
It seems like the energy is always present some type of way. Shit. Even if you're in a Uranus, Uranian, damn, urinal. Is it urinal?
Urinal. Might as well be. His story sucks. Fuck him.
It's urine and an anus. Dad damn it. If a urinal retrograde is going on, it still feels like a Mercury retrograde is somehow behind that shit.
Communication, always. That's because we talk a lot. We use our throat chakras an awful lot. But once upon a time, we used to be telepathic. We didn't have to use our throat chakras at all. In
And I
fact,
was
we
going to say
said,
something like that too.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
things going through our throat box actually kind of waters down the manifestation skill, which
Mm-hmm.
normally from up here. I like saying stuff through my head. Like that's one thing I like about having this dog is like we just be talking through our heads and that's fun.
Yeah, that's a technology. Our brain and our third eye, all that our crown chakra and our third eye chakra is a technology. It's part of
Mm.
technology, you know. What we use to communicate.
I was telling my baby how he was like, "Why would you put iron in your mouth?" I was like, "Cause there's iron in your body." And he's like, "So we're really robots?" I was like, "Yeah, kind of. We do got all these metals in our body."
Yeah. Yeah. Robots are like a cheap replica of us actually.
Yeah, we're bleeding robots.
Yeah, you know how robots need oil, they need,
We-
um
I think it's just corny. We feel pain. Like we could have like traded that one in for something else.
yeah.
I
It's
think.
really interesting that a lizard is just sitting right here. It's my first time seeing a lizard on my screen out here. And he's been chilling right here for the whole podcast ever since we were talking about the constellations.
He's probably a Mercurian little dinosaur.
He probably is.
Hey,
Yeah.
Hermes.
Hey, lizard.
Mercury also comes in phases. Like how we get the moon phases, we also get Mercury phases. And
Okay.
Mercury has no moons.
Yeah,
Nope.
they don't. It doesn't have any moons. Its moon probably burnt up if it had one already.
Yeah. True.
It's neither masculine nor feminine energy. Um, and it is the third and the sixth houses.
Yeah. The sixth house, that is the health, wealth, and daily routines. Third house
Yes.
is the house of Gemini, that is communication and community and
Transportation,
transportation.
interests, habits.
Yeah.
And yeah, how we interact with our community and our siblings and our neighbors. Our parents. hmm Um, and when we're in our third house, we are motivated by expression and close relationship. We receive information about our immediate network associated with Gemini energy.
hmm
And our sixth house deals with our health and wellness, daily routines. Mm-hmm.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay. Okay. And so when we talk about moving through the sixth house, um, it deals with health, wellness, and daily routines. Choices made over a lifetime. Um, creates the body found in this house. The natal planets here are fueled by organization, structure, and we tend to focus on time and calendar management. So, planets transitioning through this house help us form habits and redefine our schedules. And if you don't know anything about a Virgo in Mercury or Mercury being in Virgo, yeah, a lot of rescheduling happens. Um, being to that we want to have things set and we kind of like things like to fall in line. Yeah, we schedule things to fit our needs. Um, to manage our lifestyles basically. Mm-hmm. We try to get things done. We try to get things done. We try to cram a lot of things in a day. If I can get everything done in one day, I would, but that is humanly impossible. And okay. So back to your throat chakra, the Vishuddha. It's it influences your self-expression and the way you learn. Um, so my self-expression, I'm very pretty much an open book. Um, I'm pretty much an open book. I'm pretty graphic. I'm brutally honest, if I may, and I'm very aggressive um tone, which makes me a great speaker. Um, the way I learn, I'm mostly hands-on, and also if it's not hands-on, if I'm like just reading information, I have to read through it at least 2 times or 3 times for it to fully register with me. That's just my style of learning. I learn quicker as I write things down, like how I take down notes. So that's my style, and that's the way I learn things. Oh, your back, sis.
I am here. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm the same way. I have to write
Mm-hmm.
it down. Writing it
Mm-hmm.
down gives me like picture kind of
Mm-hmm.
memory, and I like take photographs in my head of like
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you what page I wrote it down on, what my handwriting looked like and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Because I'm a visualist. I
Yeah,
have
I'm a
photographic
visual learner.
memory.
I'm not much of an audio learner because I be so in my head. Like you could be talking to me and I could be like, I'm not here. Can
Yeah,
you give that to me in a book, please?
yeah. I can say, sis, like when you get to going, like sharing like a lot of information, like how you usually do. When I go back to view our podcast and I look at my expression, I was like, yeah, you really zoned out right there, Danielle. And it was
It'd be like that. It'd be a lot.
but I get it the second time when I reviewed the show. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's what sis was talking about. Yeah, that does make sense. That adds up. How did I miss that? How did I
That's how
miss
I
that?
am with music. I have to listen to an album, like lyrical albums. Like the first time I listen to it is to hear the sound. The second time I hear it, then I can catch the lyrics. The
Yeah.
third time I hear it, then I get the full like, okay, I get the full gist of it now.
Yeah, it's coming
Cool.
all together. So we learn things through steps.
Yeah,
Step by
yeah,
step.
basically. I like steps.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Step by step.
That's how I do everything though. That's how I plan stuff out. That's how I coordinate things. That's why I'm so good at like event coordination and stuff like that. Everything is in a step. Everything has its steps.
I still take down my notes. You remember, like, I don't know if you're when we used to take notes in school, like we had to do like not a timeline, but it
Or
was like you'll have the title, you'll have the subtitle, then you'll have like your bullets or whatever of your notes and shit like
yeah.
that. I still organize my shit that way. I still take notes that way. Even though I try not to, I try to get out of that. Well, that's just what I was taught. I think that was the old school way of them teaching us how to organize our notes and shit, you
It was
know.
like the spider web outline in language arts.
Uh-huh.
And then in history we learned Cornell note taking where you like folded your paper up a little
Fold your
bit.
paper in half,
Yeah.
hot dog style.
Mm-hmm. And then you had one side was the subject, and you put all the notes, and then you go down to the next subject and do the notes. I really like that because that was really easy for me to take pictures in my mind. Like, oh, I remember on this page, I wrote that on that side.
Yep. Yep. It sure did. Sure did.
And I like communicating. That's talking is my love language. I could talk, I could listen. People feel really comfortable talking to me.
I love talking. I think I like talking more than listening sometimes. That's my downside of that one. Or maybe it's just I like to share my experience more. I like to share my experience with the other speaker.
Nothing
Mm-hmm.
wrong with it.
Girl, you know when people be like, girl, you just like to hear yourself talk. You just talking, you just like to hear yourself talk. Well, I really do.
I do. That's why I write music so that I can listen to myself talk unapologetically. I listen to my music. I do podcasts.
Put it in the pot and boil it.
I'm always in somebody's meeting. But then it's crazy because I'll do all that, but I recharge not speaking. I
Mhm.
love going days and hours without speaking. I'm on the polar, I'm either on one side or the other. Because like I can go days without speaking and oh my god, it feels so good. It actually kind of like is an irritant to finally speak. Like
It takes a lot of energy to talk,
it does.
especially when we have like voices like me, like mine's and yours. Um, it takes a lot of energy to lecture people, to lecture our kids. It
Yeah.
takes a lot of energy in correcting because I think with us we have to explain every fucking thing to make it make sense for people. It's like smoking
Yeah.
a blunt and getting people to understand your mind of why you did what you did while you were high.
I gotta explain to you all the squares that led up
Yeah,
to this present moment, like so
it
you
takes
can
a lot.
understand.
Yeah, it takes a lot. Yeah, because once you get an understanding, I think you're gonna do better.
Yeah, but that's why everybody say I'm a good teacher. Like you
You
know, when I
are.
be explaining stuff, they be like, "Dang, I like the way you explain it. Like that comes natural to me."
Yeah.
I like teaching people stuff. I think that's dope that I can do that. Like, that's cool. I take it.
Yeah. This whole podcast idea was a learning experience for me. Because mind you, I was supposed to learn all this stuff, have a one-on-one with you, which is still one-on-one. You just
Yeah.
have audience.
Right.
But I know you didn't have that time to do that at that time back in what, late 2020 or
Yeah.
whatever.
Like that.
But when we finally came up with our podcast and when we finally did our podcast, yeah, you did all that in one. You see, calculated moves of a Mercurian.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the ability to manifest things into the physical. That is
Yeah,
also a superpower. I be trying to tell my mom, like, we earth signs. We can't just be saying anything out of our mouth. It really be coming out. Like, it really be physically happening. It's crazy.
yeah, yeah. Shit really do be happening. It really does happen.
Really
We can't
does.
even think. We can't even be thinking some certain damn shit because that shit damn happens.
Right. I had to stop thinking people up because, like, I hate when people talk to me about somebody that went away a long time ago. It's like, bro, I don't want to talk about this person because if I start, they're gonna pop up. And no.
Like they're dead to me. Yeah, I used to do that. Like my sisters used to do that intentionally. Like, yeah, you spoke to so and so. I'm like, girl, who's even thinking about that person? Next thing you know,
Don't
inbox.
name them. Don't name them.
Right. I'm not even naming them. I'm not giving their name any power.
I'm
And
not
I'm not
even
even trying to even
imagining.
process the whole thought of who it is right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised I just made that whole thought just went that way of whatever person that was trying to come to my fucking mind. Because even if it just comes to my mind just real quickly, if I just get the whole face of the person, there they go.
Yeah,
So yeah,
they
away with
pop
that.
up.
Yeah, I sent that shit up out of
Okay,
here
right.
because
Nope.
I need for my money to come in like that. I don't never imagine my dollars flowing in like that.
It come
It's
a
always
little.
people. It's
It'd
always
be
these
like $1
people.
I find on the sidewalk. Like the other day, I was like, "Dang, I want to find a bag of money," and I found a $5 bill, and I'm like,
Oh,
"Man, this is not what I meant." But I'm grateful though.
I mean, it's a step.
Wow.
Remember the steps, sis. It's a step. Next
Right,
time you might find 10, you might find 20, might find $100. Then you're
right.
gonna lead up to your bag of money.
I'm moving gratitude.
And
Let
then you might find something that be worth a bag of money. So it might not necessarily be money in that form.
me get a bag of meteorites, some Mercurian meteor.
Hell yeah, some Mercurian meteorites.
I wonder if Arizona be catching meteor showers like that.
They
Ooh,
probably do, sis. Think of all
that's a good
the
time.
uncharted land in Arizona. You think like these people discovered every piece of land in every state?
True. They be acting like it though.
They dead ass be acting like it. They act like they cover like every surface of the fucking earth, though. Like there's no places on earth they haven't discovered. Like y'all discovered everything, and this how many years of recording y'all just started
They
doing?
ain't even been alive that long to discover everything. Like y'all haven't even been existing that long. Stop playing with me.
The earth is so fucking big, you can't discover like every fucking square inch of motherfucking land.
They don't. That's why they lying. They just be out here lying. Like, why
You
not
got
just
middle
say
of the
something
cut
else?
of the woods somewhere that you can't even really walk through like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you really have to cut into deep into the woods and shit. It takes years to cut into woods like that.
They be corny.
Yeah, they be lying. They be lying.
Why you always lying? Why you
Yeah.
always lying? Ooh, oh my gosh.
Stop fucking lying. That's where I want to be. I want to be on a piece of uncharted land.
I wish I could talk up Kanye West the way I could talk up these fuck niggas.
If you keep talking Kanye West up, sis, without powers combined, that nigga will come up.
Come be toxic in my life. I'm ready.
Nah, you don't want that toxicity. No, not him.
He's not ready for my toxicity.
He's not ready to deal with ethnic woman anyways, an indigenous woman anyways. He wanted to be whitewashed, fake booty, fake lip, fake black. You know what I'm saying? Just
My name Kodak back, but when you see me, I'm white.
yeah. He'll fuck your white wife and shit like that. Like that's what he want to do. Yeah, he want to produce babies by him and shit. You know. I heard they're supposed to be getting back together though.
That sucks, cause I was trying to get him. I'm still gonna get him. I don't really care.
Yeah. I hope you change him.
I'm
Like
just
Erica
choosing.
Badu changes her man or whatever. I hope you change the hell out of him.
Oh, I be out here changing niggas. You hear me?
Yeah. A whole
I get
180.
bored. That's that Venus and Virgo. I get bored, and I'm like, all right, yawn. On to the next thing. And you know what happens is, I be overthinking stuff. So like stuff will be going on, and like, I'll be in my head like, ooh, I don't like this. But then I'll be in my head like, now Nika, don't be like that. You know, you don't want to be that person. And so then I'll tell myself not to say something. But then it'll get to the point where like all I can think about is that shit you did, but now it feels too late to say something. And then this the indecisiveness shit from Mercury. Then it'd be like, oh, now I can't say anything at all, but now other shit is starting to bother me. Like the way you eat and the way you sleep and how you smack your mouth and the fact that when you brush your teeth,
How
you got a
you
little
look.
toothpaste on your lip. Yeah, now I hate your sneakers and I hate the fact that you walk on the sides of them. And like I just started to hate stuff about you. And it's
Yeah.
like, dang. And I be in my head, like, you know, it's multiple people in my head. So the part of my head be like, Nika, no, don't do it. Don't
Yeah,
pick
definitely
at
loves
him.
in. Definitely,
He's such a great guy.
that's definitely loves in for Virgo, for Mercurian. You know what I'm saying? We just every little thing because we're very meticulous people. So
Yeah. Now I
every
hate the way you
detail
wash
about
dishes.
you is gonna is yeah. I'm just gonna methodically destroy you about it.
Why did you wash the cups before you wash the plates? Like that don't even make sense to me. Cause like now you gotta stack them weird in the fucking drain. Like who taught you how to wash dishes? I be just like I be mad.
Yeah.
Like why did he just comb his beard in the fucking sink and leave his hair there? Why do guys do that?
Why
I
they
hate
comb their
that shit.
beard over
In
the
the
sink?
sink and then leave the hair there. Like why are we doing this? Why do you want to see these hands? So
How
yeah,
about leaving the empty toilet tissue on the roll and then sitting the new roll on top of the toilet tissue?
I can't stand that. Like, put the roll where it belongs. I also hate when I walk into the bathroom and I can tell that the last person was there didn't close the toilet lid before they flushed. It's fucking 2022. If you don't know that you need to close the toilet sleep before you flush the toilet, like, I don't. What's your problem? Close the toilet and then flush it. You're like,
Yeah, that's why I don't like to go into
piss
public
in there.
bathrooms. I
Yeah,
don't
because
want to. I don't want to smell the scents of other people's releasing their waste
all in the air, like,
all
bro.
in the air. Because it
So
be
y'all
mad
want to talk
warm in
about
there too, don't
COVID
it?
and shit, but
Don't you feel
y'all,
like the heat from like the person like before you, like when you go into the
yeah,
stove, like
it be that whole vagina aura in there because they flushed the toilet and it went in the air, and then
yeah,
it's compact in this little ass stall. It's all on the stall walls. Like you think your purse is safe because it's on a hanger on the door? No, that whole door is covered in piss. Like
yeah,
y'all want to act like y'all care about COVID, but y'all don't care about the fact that people shit and pisses in the air in the middle of fucking
yeah.
all
All that fecal
at
matter is
Walgreens and
because
shit.
they don't have a lid to let down, to cover it to flush it. The proper way to
They're
flush
doing
the
this shit at
toilet.
McDonald's and Burger King, places where people eat their food. They're flushing their shit and their piss in the air.
Yeah,
I think about stuff like that.
yeah.
That's where my mind goes.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I don't like using the public restroom, even on the sink, like the faucets. I'm glad they have some faucets where it's like motion censored or whatever, which they don't even stay on long enough for you to wash your hands. But you keep having to do this to it.
You have to
But
actually care about washing your hands. That's how I
then,
know when people walk away after the first time the sink cuts on. No, your hands are not clean. You're a liar.
mm-mm,
You're a liar.
no, I've seen a lot of people do that in the plant.
Yeah.
I seen one lady just sit in the stall. She didn't necessarily use the bathroom. She just sat in the stall. She went in there. She sat in the stall. I guess was on her phone, whatever. Got up, opened up the door, and walked straight out. I'm like, she's not gonna wash her hands.
I would never just go in the stall for fun. I don't care if I'm hiding from work. I just no. I'll just do the work because no, I'm good. Cause you figure like when I worked in the warehouse, you were either working until early in the morning or you got there early in the morning. Either way, a dookie happened in that bathroom. Everybody
At
takes
some
morning
point in time.
shits. Yeah, we're not
I
gonna
like
sit
it
here and act like people
when
don't
they
take
just
morning
cleaned it.
shits.
I like it when they just cleaned it. So
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, it smells fresh in here. It's better. And I'm greeted by the Spanish lady, which she was really sweet too. But yeah, I prefer that. They
they
just
don't
go
need
in there and it's
the
all
four
dry and hot.
walls.
Everybody in there.
They just pack. They do the same shit they do with the drinking water. They say if I I put some chemicals on it,
It's gonna make it all clean.
it's gonna make it clean if it's clear.
Yeah,
That shit not clean.
if it's clear, it's clean, honey. That's
If
what
you
they
take
that's
a
what
put
they
on a white glove and put your hands across the stall wall, be disgusted.
I'm just trying to find out though, is well water clear? I'm pretty sure that shit brown, but it's clean because
It's
all the
clear.
minerals.
You gotta filter the dirt out, but it's clear.
It's clear, clear.
Yeah. I would think that well water is the cleanest thing you could get. The only time well water is not clean is if it turns into still water, where you got, the little buggies laying their eggs in still water. And that's how people get sick. It's not a matter of it having dirt dirty in there. It's more so like people trying to live in there.
Hmm. So well water isn't quite so well water just keeps flowing. It's flowing. I
It
thought
depends
well
on
water
where
was
you get
like
it from.
still.
Good question. It depends on where you get it from.
Mm-hmm.
Um, a lot of people just dig a hole. If you dig what like 15 feet or so, you always get like some well water.
Yeah, groundwater. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what they said. You can dig just about anywhere on the earth and get some water.
Well, you see signs like if you see um like on my land in Arizona, the fact that I can go out there and I see cacti on the land, that lets me know that there's water down there somewhere.
Yeah, pretty dope. Yeah, because plants can't grow without it.
Oh, this can come back to oof. I love full circles. So the fact that there's water underneath all the lands comes back to that mindset that there's layers upon layers of earth, the way the maps are. So if we're looking at like rocks and water and shit, and then there's people below us that's looking at rocks and water and shit from it, that looks like their sky view.
Yeah. I mean, and just think about it. You got the core, you got the mantle, you got these layers of the earth and shit like that. You got the crust of the earth or whatever. And people used to actually live down there by the mantle of the earth.
Yeah,
Yakub and them people.
they probably
Uh
still be down
the
there.
the the, the father of grafting.
They still
Big
down there
head.
trying to make humans, doing a terrible fucking job.
Yeah, he was just fucked up. He should have been exiled. Like, well, I think they did exile him. But
They did.
yeah, he was just dumb
He was
with
just
that
on some
shit.
shit stuff
He was
on
so
top.
brilliant minded and dumb at the same time. And the story is sad though. The story is actually pretty sad because he was grafting people to try to make them try to get to the whitest possible. So for years and years and years, he would, if a baby came out certain color like me, they would toss the baby overboard. And they keep doing that to dish out until they got white folks, I guess. Crazy shit.
Just out
But
here just killing babies, huh?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, those people that live down there by the core of the earth. Then there's people that's got to be people who live up by the upper core of the earth, the other layer of the earth. Hmm. Those are alien, extraterrestrial beings. Well, are they exactly extraterrestrial if they're a part of the earth?
Extraterrestrial just means extra land.
Extra land, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that could be continents.
Mm-hmm.
That could be, I'll be listening to the wordplay, how they call everything aliens that's not from the land you're at. But
Right.
so if it's something that's extraterrestrial, they from the outer lands, that makes them an alien. So that means like these little planets and stuff is just on extra land. And then think about the wordplay with planets. Plane,
Plant, planning.
ET,
Mm-hmm.
extraterrestrial.
Mm-hmm.
It's an extra piece of land.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like that rocky dome that the Africans had described. The Twatsi. Hmm. Very good. Well, so what we have looking forward to our new season.
I don't know. I like the cosmic ideals. I like the history ideals. I like a lot of ideals. Where you feel us going?
I feel us going with a lot of history because we love to give a good little history lesson in each show that we do. Arts, um, how to gain sovereignty, just different, just a vast, just a vast variety of different topics.
I definitely can foresee that. I definitely like how we did the tea. Think we should do like history facts, like on this day or during this week, this happened historically or something. I think that'd be fly.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Yes, 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 yes. And for our guests, tell us, drop us some comments and let us know what you guys were looking forward to see in our second season. I,
Yeah.
I'm so proud we made it through this first season, sis. It has been a ride.
Yeah, we both went through some things, and
Mm-hmm.
but we still kept it pushing, and
Mm-hmm.
it's really dope. I'm glad. This was cool.
And it worked out fine because hell, we ended our season today on the 22nd of August in Virgo season of 2022.
And Mars entering Gemini, so we did the Mercury joint. Like it was
Mm-hmm.
still divine alignment.
Yeah, it always works out with us.
Yeah,
We make a
it
great
really
team.
does. Like some of the episodes we did kind of late when we finally caught up. It was aligned with what they was doing in the cosmos, so it was just like cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Everything worked out as it should.
I'm here for it.
Trey was telling me the other day, y'all need to get your asses up to the damn podcast. You got all these people wanting to watch. You got all these Virgos waiting to do that episode.
Right.
I was like, well, if they're true Virgos, they already know what the deal is, okay?
Right. We be on our own time and
Yeah, yeah. And look, all the Virgos who said they wanted to join the show, they not here today.
because we was on our own time.
Well, also they didn't get back to us and they was on their time too. So
True.
it's all good though. It's all good. Looking forward to having a lot more guests on next season, as well. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Definitely.
so contact us on Virgo Version Talk on Instagram if you want to be a guest on our show. We're doing a bunch of different episodes. It'll be about what we do, like 13 episodes this season. It'll be another 13 episodes.
Hey, Romeo Carter. Thank you. Shout out to you. Shout out. Shout
Oh,
out.
we was talking about public bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, they nasty.
so online. It made you want to go clean that bathroom up real good too. Huh? Tidy it up a bit. Yeah, I believe very thoroughly in a clean bathroom. Like that's like a sanctuary. Kind of not though, because everybody wants to come in the bathroom when I'm in the bathroom.
Yep.
Even down to the dogs. If it's not the kids, if it's not Trey, it's the dogs. And that be it's the place where I think I can find the most uh isolation. But I can't.
I used to feel comfortable enough to hide in the bathroom and take long baths and stuff. I haven't felt that in a very long time. I look forward to feeling that again in my
I
space.
take showers. I just take a shower. I take a nice, good, hot shower.
They have these off grid like deep ass foot tubs. Oh, I gotta get one for Arizona, bro. I would love to take a bath under the stars. I'm gonna be a nudist because I'm be in the middle of nowhere. Like nobody's gonna be there. Like I look forward to it.
Well, you know, the big old government and their satellites, they'll see you on there.
Oh yeah, they can
Put
watch.
on a watch.
They
Put
can
on a
watch
satellite
little
watch.
creepers. I don't care.
I would be a nudist too, though, sis. I ain't gonna hold you. Like if I already told you and Ehan on that Venus episode, like where I
Mhm.
would imagine myself being. Like I'm dead ass would be butt ass naked out this bitch. I don't like
Gladly,
to put
no
on clothes
time.
unless I'm like really like stepping out. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'll be naked with a kimono on. Like it'll
yeah,
be a chiffon kimono, and
yeah,
that's
yeah. So
only
like, you
for
know,
theatrical purposes. I like flowing in the wind.
oh yeah. Kind of shoes you gonna have out there, sis?
None. I
Okay.
have jewelry on my feet, no shoes.
Oh, like the little like the little beaded
Mhm.
toe jewelry or whatever, like toe sandal.
Yep,
Uh-huh.
just like that.
Yeah, I like those. Those are pretty dope. Those are very dope.
I'm itchy.
Oh yeah, you'll get better. That's all that you got going on soon gonna subside.
Yeah, I got faith.
Right
I'm
now today. Right now today. Well, I loved our episode, sis. I loved my experience. I loved learning. I loved your teaching. And I appreciate you taking up this opportunity with me and getting it done. And you put in a lot of work. You put in a lot of work into the editing and the theme and all that. And when I get me some equipment, I'm gonna put in a lot more work with what we got going on for our theme song and stuff too.
right.
I want us to do presentations and stuff. Like I'm gonna have like PowerPoint. Well, I'm gonna show you and my little either
Hmm.
my little pointer. I think I like the little metal pointer.
Yeah, the little laser drone.
Yeah, with the laser thing. Yeah. hmm I was thinking about the little metal antenna looking thing.
Oh yeah, that's a
What do
good
I
one.
get?
Too.
What are those called? Where do I get one of those?
I don't know. I think it's just a pointer.
I
But
seen one
dang,
at
you
Dollar
gotta see if
Store.
they even sell those anymore because they be trying. I don't know. I ain't seen one of those in a minute.
I ain't gonna hold you. I haven't seen one in a long time either. I'll get the laser John or whatever. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So do we have any mantras for our last episode?
Gang, gang off in this thing. Virgo's deep up in your party.
Okay. Well, we'll end on that note. Um,
All right, peace, peace, y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in. Y'all can catch the full season on Virgo Virgin Talk.
yeah, on IG, on Facebook, and on
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah,
Thank
so play
you so
catch
much.
up. Play
Bye.
catch up. So y'all can come into the second season to be ready.